So what have you done the last week that you'll remember for months to come? I'm walking along the beach this evening, thinking about something I hear a lot from people over 50 and when they're retired. And it's the fact that time seems to go much faster when they're older. Weeks, months, years seem to fly by. Days might even seem very long, but every day it's always Friday, it's always the weekend, it's always Monday. And this is very disconcerting, you know, we feel like time is slipping by. So why does this happen? I don't think it's because we're getting older. My main thought of it is that our days become so scheduled and so similar that they sort of all blend together. And, you know, it's a memory problem more than a time problem. It's just that we have fewer outstanding moments, you know. When we were kids, days seemed to last forever and we did so many different things. Time flew by as well, right? But the days were rich, they were full of memorable occasions. So this is what this video is about today. How to have more memorable occasions in our life so that time doesn't have this feeling that it's just slipping away all the time. You know, many of us, even if we ask, what did you do yesterday? We struggle to remember what it was. Our brains remember contrast. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So when the days are all very similar, like we're saying, they all sort of blend into each other. And how to really create memorable occasions. So you might think that you have to go off, go traveling, and I always invite people to anyway go off to visit new places, to learn new things. But how can we balance this structure? If everything's too heavily structured, life feels like a job, even if you're retired. If it's too flexible, then we can end up feeling like we're drifting, a little bit lost. So there's always this sweet spot between new things, going deeper into things we already love to do, time where we're not even worried, we're just walking and we're just taking in the beauty that's around us. So what have you done the last week that you'll remember for months to come? You know, many of us, even if we ask, what did you do yesterday? We struggle to remember what it was. So I would really recommend, even just before we go to bed at night, just going through like, what did I learn today? What am I proud of? What did I give? There are some great questions we can ask ourselves to fix some moments. What is a moment where I laughed? What is a moment where I felt really connected and in the flow? And so I'm looking to create new memories, even when I'm older. So I perceive that time goes flying by. That's a universal sensation. What I do about it though is different. Now that you know this, try it out. Try and think, you know, it's not just a question of, you know, when time flies really fast, it's pretty much a clear sign that we're drifting. It's obviously to be present. So when you're in the present, exactly in the present moment, I am here now. I'm not worrying about the future. I'm not reliving the past, all these stories that I keep telling myself. I'm really here now. That's when time expands and becomes huge. And when we play, when life becomes a play, then that's really what happens. We are present now. So all these activities, doing new things, going deeper into things that we already love, visiting new places, asking new questions, asking ourselves new questions, they all help us to be present in the end, which unlocks time. Okay, this is like so I have a challenge for you if you accept it. And the challenge is, in the next coming week, do one thing that you know that really engages you, something that perhaps you've been putting off for a long time, perhaps something that you love to do, and just create a memorable moment for it, right? And this means just start collecting memorable moments, but start with one thing. And then, you know, because when you've got just like loads of time on your hands, you could start anything whenever you like, right? So pick a day where you're going to sort of review the upcoming week. Perhaps it's Sunday evening or Monday morning. What is it, the things that I'd like to actually do this week? And don't pick tons of them, just pick 3 things and do those things that week. And you'll soon regain a really beautiful relationship then with time. So I hope I'm not going off on one too much and you're thinking, oh, Anthony, what's he saying about time? What is important? Why do I even care about time? So we live in a period of time where there's never enough time, basically. So ironically, when we're in retirement and we should have lots of time, we often find ourselves busy doing lots of things that we don't really even care about because we haven't set our priorities, right? But anyway, so there's always this idea that I haven't got enough time, scarcity mindset, and that is everywhere, thrive. So what if we turn this upside down, we flip it over, and we say, I've got all the time in the world, how can I live this to the maximum? You know, and we start asking ourselves these questions. What would I love to do? So I'm just going to turn the camera around for 2 minutes and you're going to hear the waves, and I just want you to sit and think about these questions for a while. Don't turn off this video, just sit with them, and I'll meet you again in 2 minutes, okay? You still here? That was 2 minutes, 2 golden minutes. And we can have many experiences of setting an alarm clock on your phone, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and just listening. Or watch a clock, 5 minutes of just listening to bird sound, or 5 minutes of listening to the waves, really listening to them. Not just listening to them, but feeling the waves echo through our bodies as well. You know, we've been taught that the only things that can hear are our ears. It's not true. You know, we feel we feel that our whole bodies, it's like why, I don't know if you've ever been to a silent disco, you don't hear the music through your body anymore, you know? You don't hear the vibrations of the speakers. So we need to have these full body experiences also to feel that time is our friend again as well. And it's not our enemy. Time is running out. I'm gonna die, basically, right? That's the spiral we get into. Time is running out. I'm going to die. You know, in all of these ancient texts in the East, they talk about immortality and all of this. And they don't really mean I'm going to live forever. What they mean is that you live every second as if it was infinite amount of time. That's the way you become immortal. Anyway, I don't know where that phrase popped up from. So anyway, let's get our feet back on the ground again and walking and walking, walking and walking. So I really love to hear your thoughts on time, your thoughts on how you perceive time. Have you been able to make time your friend? Anyway, I hope some of these thoughts are useful to you. And this is my gift to you. Do with it what you will. So if you've come this far, then please like this video. If you don't feel like commenting, that's fine, I understand it, but like it. It's a big help for the algorithm, and it will show it to other people that are struggling with this concept of time.